Welcome to Joe Kakaka.
Special edition.
Yeah, we're doing something a little different. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam. And we have a guest with us. If you've heard a couple episodes in the past, you might know, but it's our friend.
I'm Murphy.
Yes, there he is.
Hey, Murphy.
So, the Crunchyroll Awards nominations came out. And technically, JoJo is nominated for one of the things.
That's
close
true.
enough. Our closest tie.
So it's related enough
Yeah.
to make a podcast episode about.
So yeah,
That's what you're
basically the awards are as of now officially closed. Or sorry,
nominations are officially
the
open.
nominations are they just closed.
Which is it?
No,
They closed.
they closed.
I looked right now.
So I can no longer vote on.
No, they're closed because you voted on it.
Oh, they are.
Yes, you
I'm
can't.
pretty sure I can vote.
Well, you
on
didn't vote on them right now. He already voted on
It. I
them.
don't
Oh
have
my
an
God.
account though.
This is already.
I'm
you
in-
don't wait. I didn't have an accountant.
I don't know. Oh, I
Alright,
don't.
whatever. So the Crunchyroll Awards
Yes.
are happening, guys.
Yes.
This is our prediction video or podcast or whatever you want to call it.
Yes. So weird prediction. No, we haven't seen every single thing. Not like many people who haven't seen every single anime in a season. We're not one of those mad people.
I think it's pretty relatable to be someone that hasn't seen every anime.
Yeah.
We've got definitely our opinions.
I know a lot of people. There's some issues that people do have, which we'll get into more some of the categories.
Yeah.
So, but.
So yeah, we're pretty much just going to go through the list. Actually, I do want to start with the OP and ED.
Okay, because we did just listen to all the OPs and the most of the EDs because the fully cool ones weren't on YouTube, but
Yes.
they're pillow songs, so I can expect the song to be good. But I forget how the animation was in the ending.
All right, so
first, here's our opening.
Sam's gonna read off the openings.
Yes, so the five. Yeah, so 6 nominations are Kiss of Death, which is the Darling in the Franxx OP, Fighting
Okay.
Gold of JoJo fame, Deal with the Devil, which is the Kakegurui, Agretsuko's theme, that's the name of it, Pop Team Epic's OP, and Fiction, which is the Love is Hard for Otaku. So,
I think it's called Wotakoi.
it's like Wodokoi, I don't know, some word I'm gonna butcher if I try to say it.
Some rom-com nonsense.
Yeah. So should we just first say what we think would win before we talk about, or we're gonna talk about each of them first?
I definitely don't want to go into each and every nomination because I think we'll be here until fucking.
Well, this is probably one where
But
you
for
like.
opening though, we have to a little bit.
All right, let's talk about the main ones that we like. So
Okay, so
you guys watched Darling in the Franxx. You and Murphy.
Terrible
right?
show. Absolutely awful show.
Well, that show
They
was
had a great something going for like 4 episodes, and then they totally just made it up.
Yeah.
Strictly talking about the OP, I do like the OP a lot.
The show is very 50-50 among a lot of people.
I think
Pretty
the
much.
OP is pretty good. I think it's got some pretty good visuals. It does do like kind of very tropey things. Where it's like, oh, you got to have all the character shots in.
Yeah.
But it has some pretty good so for my grading of an OP, it's definitely how the visuals and the audio combine,
Yeah.
which
Right.
I think is pretty like standard.
Yeah, you gotta talk about both.
So I think that one, like the visuals and the audio, like tonally they really sync in a way that I would kind of give it. It's definitely one of the ones that I have more of an edge towards.
Yeah.
Just because I think it works really well, and it just has some really interesting visuals.
Yeah.
Even though the show does kind of suck.
I only watched the first episode, but I did get kind of like some of the major plot bolts there and there. Like, yeah, I get mainly Zero T, Zero
Videos.
Two. Yeah, I know enough about Darling in the Franxx by many YouTubers and,
Yeah, let's
and
try
from me
not
too.
to. We're not gonna like spoil anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
but
Just watch Evangelion.
that's a good recommendation.
Or Gundam.
I thought, yeah, but
Or any other mecha show.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good OP though. Like,
Yeah,
first,
pretty good.
I thought
Or
it
just
was,
watch it for Delphinium, which is the blue mecha.
Yeah, your favorite. So I thought that was fine. And then Fighting Gold, I think me and Jim talked plenty about that in like the first episode of our Part 5.
Yeah.
podcast.
Fighting Gold is my least favorite JoJo OP, so you cannot get my
Wait,
vote here.
even you like it better than you like less than Chase?
Wait, which one was
Chase is part 4 had the second OP. It goes to like the rock song.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that one very much.
So yeah, Chase is pretty bad. I think that the remix of Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town is really low. That's my.
We don't
lowest.
talk about the remix though. It's
But
not
no,
official.
that was the OP for several episodes.
I meant the remix of it.
Yes, the remix of Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town was the OP for a
For
few
what I
episodes.
expected after Part 4 of JoJo, which was just filled with amazing like soundtrack, like OP and ending songs. Very disappointed in that one.
I
I like Fighting Gold. I think it's lost its luster a bit. I think after we're in week 14 or technically episode 14.
This is usually when the OP changes. It go by part 4 numbers. It changes around 16 or so. Mm-hmm. So you'll probably get another one soon. But I think it's good. I think
the ED recently changed, so
the visuals have.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
So, which we'll talk about more when we actually do our whenever that arc ever ends. So, but yeah, Fighting Gold we talked about.
I like it. I think it's nice. It looks cool. It just is pretty.
The song makes it seem like very tense, where I feel like that doesn't. I guess more so towards the end. I feel like if that was like the third one, it probably would have fit better. But that's just me.
I think it were kind of. Like, I think a lot of people said this. It feels like it has a lot of elements visually that will be added on.
Yeah.
Or that there's a lot of silhouettes in it. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think Fighting Gold is like very much a middling JoJo OP.
Like a part 3 one?
Yeah. I think it's above for me. I don't like the part 3 ones that much, so I think it's above a part 3 OP.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Alright, Kakaguri, which is another one we watched that. Like, we didn't like the show that much.
Yeah. Well, I only watched the first episode.
First or two. Yeah.
Maybe 2. Yeah.
We watched 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And I didn't really care for it.
No, but I did like the OP, like the visuals in the OP were very good.
I agree. I think it's pretty strong.
Also got the purpose of the show of just like this like overly sexual like gambling like stuff is happening.
Yeah.
With these various variety of girls.
Yeah, it's very sexual. It's very
it's very like femdom-y too, like especially in the OP.
I mean,
they're always like sitting on the protagonist, or like he's like licking their feet, like in the OP.
I mean, from the first 2 episodes, the kind of the point of the show it seems where he's like a slave to whoever like wins him or something.
Yeah,
that's like the entire plot.
So I mean, I think it nailed the show premise and everything. So,
but I think the animation's amazing, and I think the song's kind of meh.
I agree.
Yeah. I think I think the jazzy thing.
It's definitely different and jazzy, but it just feels like it meanders a little bit.
I think out of a lot of them, it probably got the purpose of the show down. Like, that's true. One of the best ones.
I think I also really love the color palette.
Yeah, the color palette.
Was super interesting. It really makes it stand out, especially because like
they do the plaid thing where like they show like that weird like style with plaid.
Yeah, but like the all the marketing and like the aesthetic of the show is very like harsh blacks, like really striking reds, and then the OP is all these like really kind of watercolory, like super bright, like almost neon. Really interesting. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, but I think it was a solid one. That was a pretty solid one.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So then we have Pop Team Epic, which I skipped, but we'll go back to it. I went to numbers.
Okay, yeah, Pop Team Epic is really awesome.
Yeah,
great. It's kind of as a show like. It's hard to separate a show from the OP.
It's a random variety show.
Yeah, it left my mind like as soon as I didn't even finish it. Like I forgot about it.
It's anime shitpost that you forget, but you always can come back to it.
It's very memey.
Yeah,
but it definitely evokes a laugh here and there.
The song is really chill.
But regardless, the OP is fantastic.
It's really cool. It's got really cool visuals. It has a great sound, a great song. I remember like when it came out, I was like listening to that song a lot. It really stuck with me.
And you do get that point that there's going to be a variety of weird stuff happening in this show from the OP too. So,
and the animation, even for the OP, has some like giggle moments. You're like, It like definitely is a funny OP.
I love the part when they're spaceships and they're going to Earth and you're like, oh, they're gonna land, and they just like plow through it and it explodes. Like that's a really funny gag.
My one criticism though is there's a part where they're like the two of them are rotating, they keep changing into different characters. They recycle like 4 times the characters that they transform,
and they go
into.
so quickly that it's hard to.
But after like the 3rd time, you're like, okay, they are a mummy for the 4th time.
If only they had like maybe hung on the frames a little longer.
Yeah, but that's my only criticism. Other than that actually has my vote.
All right, and then I guess the show you watched. You both watched Agretzko. I cannot pronounce this one.
It's like
it's The Office for weeaboos.
Pretty much. That's what I've heard.
It's a very charming show. I think the OP is extremely like
it was 30 seconds
basic. Just like a lot of the animation of the show can get kind of nice.
Are these like 20-minute episodes? Or are these like shorter?
They're actually, I think they're a little shorter. They might be like around 15.
Okay.
Before this, we watched all the OPs on YouTube, and Sam was like, "Let's look up the Agretzko OP." We're like, "What was the Agretzko OP?"
Yeah, we
both watched the show in its entirety.
And I loved it. I thought Agretzko was great.
Right. It's the song is like her like metal song that she karaoke's, but it's a gag that doesn't really. It's not really an OP. It sort of
it's more of a gag, as you said.
Yeah, it's a gag. Like.
Yeah. It'll trigger in a moment in the episode when it's like she hits a point.
Yeah, I
of,
think
like,
episode
rage.
1 is like she like she like
it's like when she
stumbles and like twists her ankle.
Yeah,
and
she
starts
leaves
screaming,
college
and it turns into like this metal song.
Yeah, it's
like
when she leaves college. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna start my professional life on the right foot," and then she
Yeah.
fucking rolls her ankle and.
Yeah. So, and the last one we watched was the Love is Hard for Otaku, which I think it was just for that hand movement.
It had
one.
some very nice animation. There was fun
pretty good animation.
color popping here and there. None of us have seen the show. None of us really care.
But if we had to judge by the OP, it seemed like a group of office friends who play an MMO, and that's how they hang out. And
It might have come out this year, but that it really just felt like this year's version of the MMO girl, where I can't.
the MMO junkie, is it?
MMO junkie, yeah. It really, because I mean that had a good OP too, and everyone talked about it, and it's like, yeah, I guess if you want to be a popular like anime rom-com, you have to have like a really solid OP to get everyone's attention nowadays.
All right.
I think there was a lot of like gamer oriented shows this season.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're appealing to the fucking otaku.
Video games has been kind of rising again, so
Gamers rise up.
gamers rise up. So I guess what do you want to win, and what do you think is gonna win? If you need
It's honestly very close between Darling and Pop Team, but I think Pop Team is just too catchy
that
to
way you
not win.
That way you want to win. And
That's what I want to win. I think
I'm sorry.
that Kakaguri will win. I think it's.
I totally agree. I think Kakaguri has a shoe-in to win.
Is gonna win. It's pretty popular. It's on Netflix.
Yes.
And there's definitely a lot of buzz around it. And I think the OP will win.
I think Pop Team or Kakaguri should win, but I'm thinking JoJo's gonna win because of fan vote.
I'm wondering about that because JoJo is a fan base that's like super passionate, but not like that big. I feel.
Yeah.
As someone that is like a certified professional YouTube podcaster, JoJo podcaster, I feel like I have the final say when it comes to.
Oh sure.
um,
we have 50-50 say in this. About 50-50, Jim.
You're the definitive voice on
JoJo. No, but honestly, I think that I think that it like the JoJo fan base isn't big enough to have that much of an effect. Whereas like all of the normie anime redditors
and not like a shonen fan base.
who love fucking Kakaguri.
So if you like anime and you're on Reddit, fuck you.
I feel like I didn't hear that many people talk about Kakaguri other than like.
Oh, I heard so many people talking about.
Really,
Kakaguri.
You're beneath Jim.
It was like Darling in the Franxx was like the big thing. So
I think Kakaguri, Darling in the Franxx have a good chance. Personally, I think I'm gonna go Pop Team Epic.
All right,
Pop Team Epic for me was so.
It's so catchy.
It's so good. The visuals are so cool. Like I just think about that way more favorably than the other ones.
All right,
Even
it's
JoJo.
something that I will, if I'm bored, I'll just put it on YouTube and listen to because it's good.
All right, so I guess that's our picks for that. So
what's your pick, Sam?
I said I think Agresco or Pop Team should win, but I'm thinking JoJo's gonna pull that.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You said you're thinking JoJo.
Yeah. So ending sequence we're gonna talk about next, but we're not gonna talk as long because we couldn't find the fully coolly ones, and it's impossible to get off Adult Swim without dealing through a lot of bullshit. But the only two ones I think we really liked was Megalobox, which we all watched, and Attack on Titan one, which I only watched the first season of that one, but it had I think that ED fit so, but the link the video we watched of the end credit had this weird like choppy thing where we thought it was like the video, like a grainy old video, which.
Yeah, I was like, is this a bad upload, or are they going for this old style?
but then it went to like a good like actual animation though, when it actually went to like the characters and everything.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that maybe that was the upload.
Yeah.
But visually, I personally am going to go with Attack on Titan for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge fan of the series really, but
they always do good with their music.
Yeah,
the visuals are cool.
The music was good. It was nice. EDs are always very chill, and the visuals really fit that. It really felt like an old movie, but like
Rainy,
through the lens of like an
sepia,
anime. Yeah, which is really cool because
film.
it didn't look like an old anime. It looked like an old movie through the lens of anime.
Yeah,
which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. So that what you think is gonna win, and your prediction? Is that your prediction, or that was what you think is gonna win?
That's my prediction.
I think that'll probably win, but I just like Megalobox better.
Yeah,
I didn't really even care for the ending song for Megalobox and probably skipped it a couple times.
I skipped it every time.
But out of the options here, I'm going to say Megalobox.
Yeah, I think Attack on Titan
because it was just a great show and every part of it was great.
Yeah, I think Attack on Titan or Megalobox. I think the new Fully Coolly just had too much of a stink to like the reception of it. Even though it's a pillow song, like people can just go because like the soundtrack. But like I don't know.
And that's part of the ED. If you didn't, I feel like the OP you can enjoy on its own. The ED is like if the the episode left a sour taste in your mouth, you're not even gonna like stick around with DVD or like
Exactly.
I mean, you guess they rap for a Pillow song.
It's probably a different rating system than the opening.
All right, so
are you saying Attack on Titan as well?
I said Attack on Titan will probably win, but I just vote for Megalobox because I enjoyed it.
So I guess let's start from the top of the list. And best animation.
Oh wait, best animation?
Wait, best protagonist is
best protagonist.
My list is best animation.
All right, we're gonna go best protagonist.
All right, I'll bring it down.
Murphy and I have it.
All right, go for it.
Best protagonist. So we've got Retsuko from Aggretsuko.
She's a relatable little red panda girl.
She's very cute and I like her.
She's very adorable.
We've got Yumiko Jabami.
A yandere
from Kakegurui.
With gambling and I guess like dominating the protagonist.
Yeah.
We have
also gambling.
We have Joe from Megalobox.
He's just Spike. But he's great.
He's literally
Spike.
Spike by boxes.
His hair even.
We have Violet Evergarden from Violet Evergarden.
Yes.
I never watched it.
Just Jim. That's all.
Yeah, I'll talk about that. We have Rimuru Tempest from That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slimu,
which me and Jim will talk about.
Yeah, we can probably mention that. And then we have Sakuta Azukasawa from...
I've heard only good things about the show.
Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I've heard...
I don't know. I've heard very good things
Okay,
about
everyone is buzzing about Bunny Girl, and I could not fucking care less.
I'm not into like the romance ones too much.
No.
Well, it's not really romance. It's more of like a mystery. It's a like light novel. Like, what's the... Bakemonogatari. It's trying to be like Bakemonogatari. It's trying to be like Haruhi Suzumiya. It's trying to do like a mystery sci-fi teen romance-ish thing. I have no interest.
I thought it was just like a teen romance that would just like a thing for puberty or something.
Well, yeah, it's got the whole like
That's what I got.
Oh, what do you call that? The fucking Gundam from
which one?
Danganronpa 2. What do you call that?
Gundam Tanaka.
The syndrome. It's Chuni. Yeah, Chuni. It's like Chunibyo. It's like yeah. I think the whole premise of the show is like, this is someone who hasn't seen it. It's like if Chunibyo actually was like something that affected you physically, and the girl's like invisible to people. I don't fucking care.
So,
my pick. I'm gonna start.
That was our discussion about Bunny Girl. So we're not really talking any more about that because we don't have no idea.
Yeah. So anytime we see Bunny Girl on the list, we're just gonna fucking glaze over it because I don't give a shit about Bunny Girl.
So I guess you go in order then.
I'm just gonna say what mine is.
All right.
I picked Against All Odds, Violet Evergarden.
Just because people don't like her character too much.
They're fucking idiots because Violet has such a great development arc in the show. I know that like
people also didn't like the ending to Danganronpa 3.
That's true.
Or V3.
We will not spoil. So yeah, let me tell you fucking fuckers. Violet Evergarden, not only is it fucking gorgeously animated and has fucking incredible visuals, Violet's like sort of development, which is extremely stereotypical. It is literally just like the robot girl becomes a real girl. That's literally the whole show. But it is done with like such a subtlety and a nuance that you don't really see in that kind of arc. Like whenever I think of like that thing, I think of Aigis from Persona, and it is literally just like Aigis has kind of like a snap moment. Like some of these characters, it's like okay, they're robot, oh, real girl. Violet has like these. It's like she's learning certain things, and it's such a gradual change that I don't know. From the other ones on the list, I really won me over. I guess that's my rant on Violet Evergarden.
Cool, dude. I'm sure she's great. I never watched it.
Also, I love her design, and she's very cute. But she's also 13, so that's great.
I mean, most anime girls are like are around.
I don't know. Judging by the picture, she's definitely like
Violet. Okay, Violet is like way too young for how old they make her look.
I know. I would have guessed she's like in her 20s.
JoJo. Jordan's just driving the car, and he's like 13.
15.
Yeah, Jordan's 15.
But him and Trish are 15.
Okay, Sam. So you're gonna pick Joe.
Joe, that's probably I think my favorite protagonist. Like if you follow them on their adventure, like the only one I know is Rimuru.
Oh, that's right. We did watch Slime.
Yeah, which I like him because I don't know, just like the way he acts and just like around people, he always like he can fight like shit, but he always looks like diplomatic. I was like the thing I like about the show more than like I don't like the action at all. I like the whole like society thing he's building.
I love the society building aspect where he like goes into the Goblin Town and like makes them like a first world country. Like that is, and I don't I hate describing the show like that because I know people get excited when they hear that, but that's not what the show's about.
No.
Unfortunately.
I know, and like I just love his like, his just, like, the way he just interacts with people is like great. I just love it.
Yeah, he's charming, and it's funny because like he's this old salaryman guy, but they give him like a cute anime girl voice. So what's not to love?
I think, and like.
Interesting.
And just like him in like the little elf strip club was like I loved him like in there where he was just like super happy, like his one dream in like the fantasy world.
Hit boob with elf.
Yeah,
it was stupid.
Unfortunately, he changed the one ogre's designs to like a downgrade when we watched it.
Yeah,
but I still like him, but I still think Joe is like a better protagonist to see him go from like the underground boxer to like the high.
Yes.
I think as a protagonist, like he probably had the bigger journey, and since it's only season 1 of like Kagaguri, I don't think she's just the main gambler.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's probably the best protagonist.
Yeah. Okay. So before Murphy gets to talk, I'm going to talk more about Violet Evergarden really quick.
Right.
So the reason why Violet is the best protagonist is that she's literally just like the vessel for the story to happen through. Every episode is a different like sort of scenario, and it's literally kind of we're just following
like Rambo.
Sure. so she's just kind of
derailing.
Initially, she seems like she's just kind of an empty vessel, like this robot girl. But like, and you're just kind of along for the ride. But then as time goes on, as time goes on, she develops into a real character, and we love it. Okay, Murphy, you can go. I'll talk about Violet Evergarden too.
Honestly, okay, like I love Megalobox. I voted Joe, but I love Megalobox. But Joe is not even like the best part of that. Just the entirety of the show and the vibes of the show and even the antagonists are better than Joe. Joe's kind of just Spike.
I think he's definitely like appropriate for the show.
Yeah,
but you don't
he's
need
great, but
more
he's
than
not
that.
like I didn't leave reeling about how great this protagonist was.
Yeah,
he definitely wasn't the strongest point of the show. Same with
he's just that cool badass.
Agretzko. Like Agretzko is great. It's funny and charming, but I'm not just like, oh my god, I love Retzko so much.
Yeah.
He's the best protagonist of all time.
I don't love Retzko, but I think she's like super relatable.
Yeah, that's the point. It's just like relatable gags.
I think with this category, like they had some weird genres for a protagonist for like best protagonist. I think it should be whoever the character you're following the journey with, and like the things they do and how they grow. I think should be it. So
I'm gonna nominate a character not included, Akira Fudo. I think the fact that they included Rio as best antagonist and didn't give a voting option for Akira, who was such a phenomenal protagonist. He really like just. I won't say anything about the show, but I love Akira Fudo and his
whole
internal struggle and
incredible.
his development as a character is amazing.
So, which is why like,
I would vote for Akira, even though it's not an option.
So I think I voted for Joe, but like either I think my two choices are gonna win, or probably be Rimuru or the guy from Bunny Girl, because he probably went through like an arc in that one, and Rimuru has grown, like literally grown in the show. So
yeah.
I'm fine with Rimuru winning. I won't be upset because he's like likable at least.
Sure.
So,
all right.
So Murphy, you said Joe, and what'd you say?
I said Joe, but really I would say Akira, even though he's not an option.
All right, that's your dark horse to win.
All right, let's move on to best antagonist. Okay. So these are the bad boys.
This is
we
also
all love to hate.
Well, this is also one that people have complained a little bit about, though, because
I would definitely.
Can I read this one off then?
Yeah, sure. Someone's gonna read it.
We got Yuri from Megalobox, Rio from Devilman Crybaby,
Yes.
All for One from My Hero Season 3. What they call Mamonga from Overlord 3, which is that's the one people are complaining about. We have
Skeletor,
Takushiro Tsurumi, I guess, from Golden Kamuy, or Kamuy, and Akane from Gridman. So, first off, people
so explain I didn't hear anything about this. I try and avoid as much Overlord as I can. I don't fucking care about Overlord.
So the guy nominated on Overlord, he's the main character.
Yeah, so he's the protagonist.
He's the protagonist.
So this is
he's an anti-hero.
Yeah, this is people misunderstanding what the word protagonist
anti-hero is a protagonist.
Yeah. So
yes.
I remember correctly this little bit I read of Overlord. He's like tries to do the good thing, but he's just like this monster man.
That's like saying like Tom Hardy is the antagonist in Venom.
Yeah.
He's just the main character.
So,
a protagonist is, like, by definition, like, the character the story follows.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not necessarily someone's good or bad.
Right. Which is why anti-heroes exist.
And so I didn't... When I saw that, I was like, oh, is Momoga just like a big bad? Like, no, I guess he's the overlord.
Because apparently the antagonist, I mean, people said it was like a literal angel. So, like...
Epic. Sounds epic, dude.
Yeah, but...
It sounds dumb, honestly.
But still.
I'm sorry if you like Overlord, but this sounds dumb.
People really love it. I remember seeing bad CG clips from it, so...
Yeah, I saw some of this, too.
But so
well, Fluid loves it.
Our friend. Yeah, so...
Well, he's got some questionable...
So yeah, let's talk about what villains do you really want to talk about? I'll let you go.
All of them. They're all great. We'll just... Aside Skeletor.
Wait, they're all great except half of them are bad.
Okay.
So
there's going to be two that we're really going to talk about, which is Yuri and Rio.
So, okay, I actually do want to talk... The other one that I can talk about that you guys can't is from the Golden Kamuy.
That's right, you read it, right?
I read a bit of Golden Kamuy. I barely got up to where this character's introduced, and he's definitely... I don't know how bad he gets, but he's definitely got, like, a really creepy aesthetic to him. Like, this is literally like, just the little details that I gleaned from, like, his few appearances. He's one of those guys that's just, like, a bastard. He's just
What's his, like,
premise
bastard. Without spoiling anything, really?
I can't really explain that much. Like, because the way he's initially introduced, if I recall correctly, he's just kind of, like, one of these people that's vying for... If you don't know, Golden Kamuy's premise is, like... There's like this huge...
They're trying to find a treasure.
Yeah. So yeah, he's one of the people that's kind of vying for it, but he's just completely sadistic. He's one of those like sort of like...
Mustache twirlers.
Crazy sadistic. He was...
Yeah, he definitely has a twirly mustache. Is his skin ripped off around his eyes?
he was brutally disfigured in the Russo-Japanese War.
Right.
Which is like the big conflict before the show. So he's just kind of like gone crazy and like... when they initially introduced him, he's like constantly bleeding from his fucking his scars. And it's like, it's really creepy.
Alright, so...
But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, like, I want to read the comic, but the show definitely turned me off with the CG bear a little bit.
An antagonist should be someone you want to see lose or get their comeuppance, like, that should be...
Or someone that captivates you.
Yeah, like, I think a really good villain, like, a lot of JoJo villains are usually pretty, like...
Yeah.
Like, if you're Kira, but like, I think Kira was nominated Best Villain last year.
He should have been, at least.
I don't think he won, though.
So...
No, that's right, that one detective show that wasn't very good. That was, remember, like, Erased, I think it was
Erased? Oh, yeah.
That one last year with Kira, which is like everyone...
I think that was 2 years ago, actually.
2 years? Okay, it all blend together. So, I guess...
Who would you... Okay, Sam, tell me who your pick would be for this.
I want Rio or Yuri. Like, there are two I really want to win, but I think Rio should get it over Yuri, because...
Without a doubt, Rio is, like, my pick for sure.
Like,
I think Yuri's kind of cool, but it's almost hard to see him as an antagonist, as more... I see him as more of a rival, whereas the antagonist I see is, like... I forget her name, but the woman that was in control of the Megalobox company. Yeah. Whereas Yuri just felt like... I don't know. It's hard to say because he does definitely initially start as an antagonist, but he just becomes like the challenge for the main character.
The main girl's brother, I felt, was more the antagonist towards him.
Yeah, because he was like actually actively trying to like
sabotage him.
Yeah, he was doing things that you'd see a villain do, whereas
he made him
Yuri
forfeit,
was just kind of a dude in this whole.
He had Jack's arms.
Yeah,
but I think he's a great rival though. Like his like that, I just love like him going through the arc of like taking off like the.
Okay, and
I hate that I have to vote between Rio and Yuri because I love them both so much. I think I gotta vote Rio though.
Rio, I love Rio. I love the way that he's done in Devilman Crybaby.
The whole presentation of his ending is like really good and solidifies him as a better antagonist than Yuri. But Yuri's really, really close because
Yuri's very cool.
But I think Rio definitely has more development and has more like to him like, than Yuri gets.
But the thing with Yuri is like, as the show progresses, I almost root for Yuri. I root for Yuri more than Joe because he's got such a more captivating story that I don't know. He's just
okay. So I'm gonna ruin the show for you right now. So at the end of the show, this is going to be spoilers. So
I'm pretty sure it should be a spoiler warning before like anything.
For the next minute, this is going to be a spoiler for the end of Megalobox. How many spoilers did we talk about? We've talked about 0 spoilers so far.
We've avoided spoilers.
Okay, so for the next minute, we're going to talk about a spoiler for Megalobox. So don't listen to this next minute. So in the end of Megalobox, Yuri has his like arms removed, like the metal arms. And at the end of the fight, they literally make a comment. He needs to stand up because if he sat down, he would pass out. So Yuri's under so much pain in that final fight just from the surgery. So if Yuri had been fighting at full strength, he would have fucked Joe up.
Right.
Without a doubt. Joe only won because Yuri was super weak. Yuri was so weak that he couldn't even sit down.
Played this whole, I'm gonna take my arms off so you fucking do yours too.
Yeah, so, okay, end of the story. Yuri is way stronger than Joe, and he only won because he was weak from the surgery.
But the show's not about winning.
I know. Which also, I hated, spoiler alert also, we're still in that minute, which they should never have revealed who won the last fight. Because it ruined it.
They should have ended with the Rocky and Apollo punch.
They didn't need to reveal who won that final fight.
The show was just Rocky. That's the only reason why Rio has this over Yuri. Yeah. Right. They borrowed a lot from Rocky.
But can we all just agree that All For One should not win this at all?
Yeah.
No, as a
boring.
He is not a huge fan of My Hero, it's such a delightful, fun comic book show, but All For One is not great.
He just shows up.
He's just a bad guy.
He literally just shows up.
Kind of a boring design.
He has a stupid design. His power, which could be incredibly cool, and like when he explained it, his whole thing was like, what I do is I steal powers and combine them to be like superpowers. And I'm like, that's really cool. But then he proceeds to use one attack the entire time.
Punches.
But he uses like a beam combined with another thing and a booster and blah blah blah. And it's
every other villain is cooler.
Yeah, literally. And we were talking about this earlier.
Villains.
Stain as a villain is way more interesting than All For One.
Right, Stain was like
Stain was more of a vigilante.
Right, Stain had like a even if they weren't right, he had motives for doing what he was doing. All For One is just kind of like, I'm bad guy. I'm
gonna punch All Might so hard he dies.
I'm the opposite of All Might. But. And
like the edgy kid with like the hands all over him.
Yeah,
he's a great design, and he's got like sort of emo motives, but he's got motives.
I like him.
Doesn't have motives.
Him being set up as a future villain is like good, and like that works.
But I agree. The fight was cool between him and All Might. Like, that is probably one of the best My Hero fights. But, like, I still think, like, if maybe they show a little bit of history with him and All Might, like, from the past, maybe, like, you know, have a little bit more to it.
I don't know if there's anything they could have done to maybe, like, the character more.
Yeah, I don't think so, but
in my opinion,
he's one of the blander points of the show.
Yeah, in my opinion, it shows how My Hero is suffering from, like, shonen-itis here, where it's, like, shonens, since they're written, like, on, like, a weekly or bi-weekly thing, it's, like, you don't always have time to set things up, or you don't always have time to plan things out.
You're not like, Oda from One Piece, who has it all planned out already.
Yeah, so like imagine if we had more of this early in season 1, because this almost feels like something that would have happened like early on, where it's like All Might loses his powers and kind of the mantle.
It honestly should have happened a long time ago.
I mean, people thought he was going to die other than just lose his powers.
Yeah, and that's why it feels weird, because I feel like All Might's already lost his powers, like from the beginning.
I think the show's too PG to kill All Might. I really wish it would, because it would make for some great...
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen.
They're afraid to kill anybody on the show.
It has to be that friendly. That one point where like shit happens, like a character's like every last show's had that when like stuff gets real and a character just dies and like there's actually like stakes now.
Yeah,
like kill Uravity. If One For All kills Uravity, I'll revoke all of our statements here.
Every complaint I've ever had about one or what's it called, My Hero.
It'll sweep the awards again. So and I'm just watched a couple of the Grid Man. I'm probably gonna watch more Akane out of like I know this is like a kind of like a Sentai kind of like theme to it, but like I can tell she's right now I'm getting from the series she just like that person that makes the monsters like in all Sentai shows usually have. But I want to watch more because she had that interesting thing where she like people she's targeting on the street.
Yeah, so here's my problem with her. It felt so unoriginal. I feel like in the past few years having like the sadistic anime girl bad guy is like the thing.
What about her house full of trash?
So yeah, she's a fucking neat. Okay, brand new idea.
Wow, it's never been done before.
I love her entire like even the hallway was like.
It was funny visual, but
I want to watch more. I'm not
Gridman does nothing to impress me.
Yeah, honestly, I want to watch more of it.
As like humongous Trigger fan and humongous Ultraman fan, I've never been more disappointed with a show in my entire life. It was just like, I can't wait to see Trigger is making an Ultraman spin-off anime. It's gonna be the literal greatest thing ever. And it was just like CG trash. The characters were bland. The main character has
I don't see why everyone
amnesia. There's cicada noises. I'm just like...
It felt like it was very trying hard to be Ava.
I muscled through like 3 episodes and I was like, I can't do it. This offends me on every level.
I may watch more, but that's just me. So
I can't say that I like that character.
I think we should move on. We've been on.
Well, did we all say so? What?
Yes, we did.
I think we all said
we all did.
You all said Rio. And what do you think is going to win?
Yuri is very close second.
Oh, what did we think? What do you think? I'm thinking somehow because of My Hero is going to win because fucking My Hero.
Anytime My Hero pops up, it's automatic win.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Akane. It's going to be Gridman, guys. It's going to fucking be
I don't
Gridman.
think it's going to be Gridman.
I don't think it's going to be Gridman because I think people, if they're going to vote for Gridman, it's going to be because they're voting for Rika.
So, alright, so what's next up?
It's Best Boy.
Alright.
I'll read off Best Boy. So
you only need to read the first one.
That's very true. So we have Kotaro Tatsumi from Zombieland Saga.
We got him.
There's the answer.
Oh,
alright.
Hallelujah.
Next one.
Didn't you actually watch a couple of these?
Best Girl. Next one. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have the Zombieland Best Boy, best guy ever himself, Tatsumi. We've got Honda-san from Skullface Bookseller, Honda-san. We have fucking Deku from My Hero.
How many times can he just be nominated? Like at a certain point, can you stop nominating the same?
Just be happy Ravi's on this for Best Girl.
That's true. Okay, so we have the Rascal Bunny Girl show guy, whatever. Okay, we have Haida from Agretzko, and then we've got Joe from Megalobox. What do we think, guys?
Well, we
already made the joke. Yeah, okay.
It's gonna be. Kotaro, he's just the fucking best. He carries that show.
Every time he's on screen, it's so funny and delightful.
Yes,
like everything he says is just hilariously overperformed.
He's gonna yell
to a degree he'll
just yodel out of nowhere.
Yeah, the scene when he's in the bathtub and he needs the fucking soap. Amazing. Like
I don't think there's a single scene he's in that I didn't like laugh out loud at.
Him driving the van with when the girl jumps out, and just him yelling "go" is one of my favorite things that I constantly do with people who don't go at a green light right away.
He's incredibly great, and I love him. And he is just such a funny. It's really funny how recognizable he is, even though he's just like a guy with sunglasses. Like the second you see him, you're like, oh fuck yes, that's him.
I watched a video of the voice actor in costume of him, just doing a monologue. It was amazing.
Incredible.
And yeah, even the English dub actor of him is amazing.
I need to look that up.
Yeah, we'll look it up afterwards. But yeah, so anything what. Upon on this subject?
Talk about. I want to talk about Honda-san. So
the book one, right?
Skullface Bookseller. So I watched the first episode and I was like, I love this. I was so enamored. I was like, this is great because the whole premise is he's like, it's a kind of autobiographical. It's about a guy who worked in a bookstore in Akihabara. So he'd always get foreigners coming in and it's funny because he has this French woman this French man comes in. He's like, my daughter wants hentai, but it's all the Japanese people doing English accent, and it was really funny. And then the next episode, it was not that good. I was just not super enamored with it.
And they're short episodes, right?
It's 15 minute or 12, whatever. But so he's very much that kind of same with Agretzko, just a relatable especially if you've ever worked in retail, a super relatable character where it's oh my god, I have all these responsibilities to do. Oh no, another person's asking me where this is. Oh no,
wacky customers.
And he's very Japanese, soft spoken. So I can see why he's nominated Best Boy, but I wouldn't personally choose him. Especially over Tatsumi, who is so fucking funny.
Yeah, even with Deku nominated, my money is on
What can you
Kotaro.
say about Deku? What the heck can you say about Deku?
Yeah, I don't see...
He's a character from a...
He's a shonen protagonist that cries a lot.
He is a shonen
Deku, that's literally all you need to say. Deku's a shonen protagonist that cries a lot.
I like Deku, but he should not be on this list.
Yeah.
He's not a Best Boy.
But I'm thinking, both, what I think and what I want is gonna be Kotaro, hands down.
Also, okay, so moving on, though, to Joe. Joe is not a Best Boy.
Nah, he's not.
No.
This doesn't work.
Yuri's Best Boy.
Crunchyroll committee, what were you thinking? He's not even the best boy. The best boy is the little kid, the little fat kid that hangs out.
Yeah, oh my god.
I love that. I love that fat child.
Oh, even his manager is way
Yes, the scorpion guy, whatever his name is.
Haida.
Okay, so I know Murphy. I know you hate Haida.
I don't hate him. He's a little bland.
He is a little generic. Bland.
Oh my god, why won't Retsuko date me?
Yeah. He's a little too what's the word? He's a little too desperate. He's a little too desperate. He's
desperate in one note. His entire character is that he wants to date Retsuko and she won't notice him.
I do love how I think it was later on in the show you see he's got he wears leather jackets and he's got a bass guitar.
He's a
cool guy.
Yeah,
he's a cool guy.
He has his moments, but it's definitely not a whole lot going for him. Enough to call him Best Boy.
Alright, so
then fucking Bunny Senpai, we don't care.
Yeah, like we said, we gave you the Bunny Girl warning of none of us will see it and none of us really care to see it.
Yeah.
So, are we on the best girl now?
Yeah, so
obviously Katara is best boy. Anyways,
alright, so
let me do this one.
Big upset best girl. Actually, I can talk a lot about best girl.
Well, best girl also has, this is another one of the things that people don't agree about, which...
I won't vote on any of these.
So, so we have, how the hell you say her? That's a long-ass name. The girl from Laid Back Camp.
Let me see. Hold on.
Nadeshiko.
Kagamihara.
Thank you, Murphy.
Kagamihara.
From Laid Back Camp.
Or your camp, as fucking Nihonji, like myself, pronounce it.
Asurpa from Golden Kamuy. Hinata from A Place Further Than the Universe. Anzu from Hina. Lily from Zombieland, and...
Of all the girls you could pick from Zombieland.
I know. We're talking. And Mai from Bunny Girl, the actual Bunny Girl.
Did you say Asupra?
Yep.
Asupra from Golden Kamuy?
Yeah, you guys didn't listen.
Sorry, I was thinking about my funny joke.
So...
I'm sure it's hilarious. I can't wait to hear it.
The one I already told.
The biggest bullshit is Lily being best girl. I mean, she had probably one of the best solo episodes, but...
that doesn't make her best girl.
But I think...
I'm conflicted about that.
I think they're just pandering over the whole trans thing, which it was a great episode, one of my favorites. But I still think Tai, Sakura, should have been the two nominations. Even the biker girl should have been
Saki-chan.
Saki.
I haven't really studied the whole list, so I don't know if they're trying to do one show per nomination or per thing.
They are clearly.
But yeah, I kind of agree. Lily's just not the best girl.
I feel there's 3 or 4 other girls I can think of that should be on here.
Tai was a shoo-in.
Yeah,
Tai was a given.
Right, when they did...
And Sakura, if not Tai.
On Reddit, they did weekly anime vote for best girls, and Tai was... Sakura was trending when the show first started, and then every week after that, it was Tai was
top 10.
Yeah, Tai is so fun and good.
She's hilarious and everyone loves her.
I definitely get why people like Lily. I totally get it, and I think she has a decent chance. But I don't love Lily as much as I love the other girls.
In the episode, I felt more for the dad more than Lily in that episode.
Yeah, the whole situation.
Dad's a horrible human being.
He is, but you felt really sad for him.
The dad is precious.
No,
he did work too hard, but he learned he suffered from that. He regrets that.
That was a great episode, though.
Yeah. All right, I think I can talk about every single one of these shows except Bunny Girl because no one cares.
But yeah, Lily, they're just pandering to the whole trans thing. It's just which is the wrong reason to put her in there for best girl.
Whoa, okay, Gamergate, calm down.
Gamers, everyone, for sure, the majority of people agree with that.
No, I definitely see where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's definitely a cheap tactic.
Yeah, so I know who I voted for on this.
The one show you watched.
Yeah, one other show I watched.
Oh, you watched 2 of these shows.
I
voted none of these.
I watched one episode of what's it called? Golden Kamuy.
Oh, okay. Golden Kamuy.
Kamuy. The bear.
Think of Kamuy, like camo.
I will mispronounce it and you will like it. So, obviously, the best girl is Anzu. She is...
I voted Anzu, too.
Out of the show, the ones I watched, she, grew the most in that show, and you felt, really, sad for her when she was on her lowest,
Yeah, she's, the pinnacle of, a daughter.
Yeah.
I hate using that term because it feels creepy, but she really is, a precious girl who's trying her hardest, and every day she's just the best, and I love her.
Her whole experience with homeless people is, the most, precious thing, and
that is such an interesting arc. It's because the way that it sympathizes the plight of the homeless,
but
is so interesting.
Yeah, because it still doesn't make them out to be the most heroes, misunderstood heroes. They know they fucked up. They know they will.
They're kind of shitty, and they portray them as initially asshole-ish. I know Murphy hasn't seen this yet.
Yep, I'm just listening.
Just to give you the cliff notes. So basically, this little girl, so the blonde girl in the scene we showed you earlier.
You showed me the scene.
Yeah, so she's in this world that she's not familiar with. So she doesn't want to go to any authorities. So she just goes with homeless people and lives in a park with the homeless and takes pride in collecting cans and it's really charming. Yeah, but initially all the homeless people are really mean to her and
the one guy,
she eventually earns their respect, and it's damn.
And then, eventually, we don't want her to live like us. We're terrible. Then they find it was
it's so sad.
I know, but the whole thing where her way home gets fucked up, so she has to. She doesn't want to go into anyone. So
Oh my god, you just talking about this makes me love Anzu more.
Yeah, which season 2 of Hina when.
So I know, none of you guys have really watched other shows. I've watched almost all these.
You told me about Laid Back Camp.
So yeah. Laid Back Camp is such a fucking like comfy show. It's super comfy.
That's what I hear.
It literally is just like
good.
It's just cute girls.
Feel good show.
It's just cute girls camping, right?
Cute girls camping in the winter. That's the thing, though.
In the winter.
It actually, there was a study done, or there was like, some sort of like park review. There was more camping during the winter after the show came out than any other year because people fucking watch anime and they want to do the things in anime. It's a fucking like trend. Like there was a volleyball anime that came out that was really huge and it caused students to do volleyball more. Anime is a force for good.
It's weird.
I love it. Okay, but yeah, whatever.
Did JoJo make people pose more in Japan?
Oh, you know.
Stretch.
Basically, I like Laid Back Camp. I don't love the girl. She's just a cute girl. She's like the Moe blob of the show.
Yeah. Which one's a place further than the universe?
So that's the one where it's cute girls go to Antarctica.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. That's what I thought that one was.
Yeah,
100% sure.
Which I only watched the first few episodes. I hate to say it didn't grab me. I know everyone loves it except me, I guess. So I don't have anything to say really. She's like the girl. She's main character.
Okay.
Girl. And then a Sirpa from Golden Kamuy.
I know a little bit about her.
She's just so fucking charming.
I know the face.
Yeah, it's funny because like she's kind of the opposite of like a Moe in a lot of ways because they always draw her like hideous, and it's really funny.
If Anzu wasn't on here, I would probably vote for her.
Yeah,
because I don't think Lily was the right choice. So I'm thinking like, yeah, I would have voted for her if I had to pick one.
I would definitely go for Lily if it wasn't just because I love Lily's design a lot actually.
Yeah, me too, but still like I don't know.
All right. So wait, did you pick one, Murphy?
So what do you think?
I wouldn't vote for any of these.
I vote for Anzu, but I think I'm
vote for Tai-chan.
I vote for Anzu, but I somehow think Lily's gonna win because Zombieland is the big thing.
This includes Darling in the Franxx.
So. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
But that was included on the OP though.
No. We're on Best Girl still.
Right.
Yeah.
But the anime awards for this thing includes Darling in the Franxx for the OP, so
yeah, I'm
going to nominate the mecha from Darling in the Franxx.
Sure.
All right, so we already did OP, so we're skipping OP.
Oh, and you said yours, right? What did you say for yours? Anzu?
No. Oh, yes, I said Anzu.
Okay, and what do you think's going to
win? Probably Lily. I think Lily's got the mean vote.
All right.
I think the Bunny Girl will win.
Yeah, that's a good guess, actually.
Good guess. Yeah, probably Bunny Girl then. But I want Anzu to win.
Everyone fucking loves that Bunny Girl shit.
So what are we on now for you?
So we're skipping best, since we already did opening and best
VA performance.
Yes.
We're doing best VA Jap.
So
Japanese.
Can we already say that?
Right. We could just skip this one.
Unless you want to
Obviously, it's Kotara's VA.
Unless you want to talk about Miki, which I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird that she was nominated.
Wait.
Miki's
wait. Why did I pick? Oh, I picked the wrong one.
I know. I thought that was an interesting nomination.
Oh no, I voted for the wrong one, guys. This is bad.
Way to go. So
nice job. You screwed everything
up.
Yeah,
Miki was an interesting pick. I was really surprised to see Miki there.
From
Devilman. Okay, wait. Let's go through. We have to go through.
She's been Rio.
Right.
But, I'm sorry.
All right, so
go ahead.
So for best Japanese voice actor performance, we have Mamoru Miyaro.
You don't have to say. You can just say the character name and
no, I have to. Sam. Right. Sam, this is an official award show ceremony.
Mamoru Miyano as Kotaro Tatsumi from Zombieland Saga.
Okay, you do it now. You haven't done one yet.
Yeah, he's great. He's funny.
No, do the next one.
Read them all.
Read the whole list.
Read the whole list.
Soma Saito as Honda-san from Skullface Bookseller Honda-san. Megumi Han as Miki Makimura from Devilman Crybaby. Nao Toyama as Rin Shima from Laid Back Camp, otherwise known as Yuri Camp.
Yuru, not Yuri.
Whatever.
Yuri Camp.
I wish it was
it's not Yuri Camp?
It's Yuru.
Okay, Yuru Camp.
Which means laid back.
It's a Euro trip.
Sure. Rariko as Retsuko from Agretsuko. I guess they didn't want to use her real name?
That's just, I think that's her freaking persona
Stage name.
Right.
Persona name.
And Reina Ueda as Akane Shinjo from Gridman.
So, alright, so
I accidentally voted for Retsuko when I meant to vote for Tatsumi. For Marumu.
Yeah. So we already talked about enough about manager.
We already explained how he's great and hilarious and everything he says evokes a laugh out loud moment.
But Miki is like a weird choice from Devilman.
Miki's a weird choice. The only like memorable part of her voice acting, I don't want to.
She had her speeches that she had in the show, but that was like pretty much it.
The part when she said the F-bomb was really interesting.
The part when she totally says the N-word.
They should have just had the American dub from the original one. Just had that like plastered over it and win.
Spoilers.
Yeah, we're gonna avoid spoilers.
I mean, other than in the fight that totally spoils fucking the end of...
She has some moments. I can understand.
No, we're not gonna talk about spoilers.
I wasn't like...
Right.
If I'm gonna nominate things, that's not one I would definitely think of.
Yeah. I have to say the same with the Laid Back Camp one. It's kind of just like... The girl they chose the protagonist, and she's just kind of like typical, like, sort of reserved, like, quiet character. There's nothing really super
Mickey in the original manga is such a pervert and wants to like sniff Akira like every time she's near him. It's so weird. And like show him her panties. She's like
that's the one scene in the OVA. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna show him my knickers."
Yeah, exactly.
So
they made her a charming, precious little girl in the new adaptation, which is a good modern translation of, I think, what Konagai meant to make Mickey like.
But I'm surprised Ryo's voice actor wasn't on there because
I thought he was...
He spoke in English.
Right, he was just like a phenomenal
like when I
presence on the show.
Yeah, when I think of his character, I can hear his voice. Like I think that's a good the sign of a good voice actor is someone that can make the voice
Akira, the main character's voice, I think, was like a better nomination than Mickey.
Because he has such a transformation, even though it's a gradual one. Like I think that's it shows such range to be able to do both.
You play different, like, completely different characters.
You should go from, like, English to Japanese, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. So, we already talked about a lot of these characters already, so who would I want to win? I think, what's it called? The manager? Manager Kuhn's gonna win, and he's going to win, so that's my money. Do you have anything different?
I agree and hope, so...
You too?
Yeah, no, I'm the same.
So, do we talk about English voice actor?
I can't.
I haven't heard most of them. I've heard... Okay, Christopher Sabat as All Might is very good.
He has a good All Might voice.
Yeah, he's just...
He's totally fine. He's totally fine.
Dub, like, deep voice actor for anime dubs.
He's great deep voice.
And,
I know, the Haruko's voice actor, is
it the same one?
Yeah. Same one from the first original one.
Is that the girl's like... It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
All right, she wins, I guess.
Okay, Jim.
Agretzko, I've watched like 2 episodes.
Do you guys watch it dub or?
She's a very good English.
You think
voice
so?
Actor. I think
I honestly don't like.
I've only watched 2 episodes in English, but I thought I really hate her.
I really hate her voice in English.
Really,
I really hate it.
And then you get
Jim loves Violet Evergarden from Violet Evergarden.
No, I hate her voice too. It's really bad.
English?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
I haven't heard
voice?
the rest of these.
No, it's different.
Alright, so...
I haven't heard Zero.
Yeah, I haven't heard Zero too. I don't know what she sounds like. We probably should have listened. I think by default, I'm either going to go with...
what do you want and what do you think's going to win?
It's probably going to be Chris Sabat, just because...
Yeah, I think he should win.
I think he should, and I want him to.
Honestly, I think Retsuko has a really good chance, though, just because Netflix. Because so many people have probably watched Retsuko. Yeah.
But also, I think Bakugo, I think more of his Japanese voice is, like, so iconic. And I hear Bakugo, I hear his Japanese voice just yelling, so... I don't think a dub could, like, come near... Where, like, All Might, I think Christopher Sabat's voice is, like, perfect for All Might.
It is perfect. Very perfect dub casting, I think.
So, anyway, what's next on your list?
So we did Best English VA, so we're about halfway through, I think.
Which we talked about a lot of stuff on here, so luckily that repeats, we're going to talk about stuff too much.
So yeah, Best Director.
Okay,
so this one is a fucking easy one for me. There's no way that anyone can win except the one that did. The one that will.
Right.
So we'll save it for last. Alright, so we have Hiroko Utsumi from Banana Fish, which is the gay New York crime story.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one.
It's the gay New York crime story show.
Pretty sure that was early.
It was an 80s...
oddly specific reference to a J.D. Salinger short story.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's funny. I
didn't
know that.
That was early, I think.
Right, the guy who wrote Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah, it was. I think it was based off an 80s manga. So it was an adaptation of a really old manga.
Based off a short story by J.D. Salinger.
Based off a short story by J.D. Salinger.
So we've got Taichi Ishidate, who did Violet Evergarden, which I do think is a very wonderfully directed show, but it's definitely not the best. We've got Yohei Suzuki, which is Planet With, which is a show I have not seen.
I don't know what that one
is.
Moriyama.
Planet With?
Yeah.
We watched episode 1, but we didn't, we talked over it the whole time, so we didn't really watch it. For Megalobox, we have Yu Moriyama.
Mm-hmm.
For A Place Further in the Universe, we have Atsuko Ishizuka. Ishizuka? Yeah, sorry. My pronunciation is going to always be fucking terrible. I speak German. I don't speak Italian. For the winning one, obviously, is got to be Devilman Crybaby's Masaaki Yuasa.
Yeah.
But, okay, I'm gonna have to maybe add a caveat here. Because I do fucking love it, and I would recommend him just because I love Yuasa so much, and I think there's a lot of really cool sequences. But the show does get a lot of fair criticism for having a lot of bland shots, I think. There's a lot of, like, bland direction, especially early on, of, like, characters.
There's also some
just
really,
kind of, like,
really memorable, like, psychosexual...
That's true. The whole scene where he first becomes Devilman, spoiler alert, is fucking...
he becomes Devilman.
It's so incredible. It's so incredibly directed, and, like,
especially
the visuals.
Especially, like, watching, like, some of the older content, because there's been OVAs and shows, and the original spawned from a manga. And I've read the original manga, and, like, some of the spin-off stuff, and seeing a completely, like, unique interpretation of that, definitely, like, the best version of it, which is something that I can't say about any other remake ever.
Yeah. Yuasa is just such a fucking, like, great director. He's so fucking good.
It's funny, at least two of these are remakes of classic manga from the 60s.
Yes, you're right, the two best ones.
So, and the Banana Fish is also a remake.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of a JD soundtrack.
Megalobox took like a standard boxing manga and made it into like a weird like
neat reimagining of it.
It was like with a kick-ass soundtrack
and shit. And a lot of like sort of.
Well, Devilman and Megalobox both have a unique, awesome soundtrack to them.
Sort of Cowboy Bebop vibes.
Where Megalobox still had like some classic designs too, like 60s designs on their on their characters, which I really like too.
Very cool reimagining.
I think it also helps that Devilman there's no show that looks like Devilman.
Yeah.
Like, you see a frame of Devilman, you can immediately pick it out, for better or for worse. Like,
I mean, you have the image of Rio Virginia's hand with the coat on, and like all these weird like shots that you can just Google and like laugh at.
If I were to have to pick like a second one, just based on like, I think that Devilman is a little inconsistent. I think Violet Evergarden has some very solid direction throughout. I can't really speak on like the other shows though, like Banana Fish or Planet With, or even that much of a place further in the universe, but which I know had a lot of good direction. I've heard a lot of people talk about Place Further in the Universe having good direction. So
I'm saying I want Devilman to win, but I'm thinking Megalobox is gonna pull that out somehow.
I don't think of direction when I think of Megalobox. I think Megalobox had like subpar to good direction.
I don't know. I still think it's gonna sneak the win there.
It's definitely not like if I was gonna.
Like, do you think of any like shots from Megalobox? Like,
if I was gonna rant about how much I love Megalobox, I don't think I'd talk about the direction. I think I'd talk about soundtrack and the characters and the writing.
I'm still thinking Devilman.
Some of the action, but I wouldn't be like, oh my god, just the direction.
Like, Violet Evergarden has such a distinct visual style that I can see people clinging onto it more.
Yeah, that's like his main thing with the visuals for Violet.
Yeah, just KyoAni is just so, they care so much about making products look beautiful.
I want Devilman to win, but I think this one could be anything because I don't know. I don't hear good actual things about Banana Fish. I don't hear anything from that other than just like it's like about gay gangsters.
Yeah, same.
So and the other ones I have no idea. Like I don't think I ever heard of like the other two, like Planet With, and the what's it called, Place Further Than.
Planet With is a show that has like CGI mechs, so I'm out.
So yeah, we all say Devilman should win. Do you think he's going to win?
Yeah.
I think so.
I would be shocked because I don't think anyone else knows any other directors.
Yeah.
Any lay anime fans.
And if you go stuff from people who have watched, like they're gonna vote for stuff they watch, it'll be Devilman, Megalobox, or Violet Evergarden.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Next category. A bunch of things you've probably heard in some of the previous categories.
Wait, which one are we on?
It's Best Animation. Do you want to read this one off, Murph?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna read this one off. Best Animation. Violet Evergarden by Studio Kyoto Animation. Devilman Crybaby by the studio Science Saru. Megalobox by the studio TMS Entertainment /3X Cube. A Place Further Than the Universe by studio Madhouse. Bloom Into You, studio Troika. And obviously My Hero Academia by Studio Bones.
So Bloom Into You is the lesbian.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this one.
It's based off like a pretty popular lesbian manga. And it's like hashtag, like, you know how there's like mecha, there's like hard sci-fi and there's like regular sci-fi. This is like hard lesbian.
Okay.
Like, it's like, it's not like Yuri. Yuri's like sex like male, like whatever, sex, male gazy, whatever. But this is like actual, like real lesbian, like real robot, like
like French film tier.
Yeah, like blue is the warmest.
That was the
bloom is the warmest color.
That was the movie I was thinking.
Yeah, so people, I don't know, I really haven't seen Bloom into You, so I can't speak on it, but I know people have been really raving about it.
Yeah, which I'm assuming they went all out for the lesbian animation.
The lesbian sex scenes.
Yeah.
We can only hope.
I want to say something, there's a lot of you that I would love to win, but I just don't want My Hero to win. I don't think like it all around has animation.
Especially for Bones. I feel like every other show Bones has done has had better animation.
And this whole thing is probably based off of the like All for One, because they put all their budget into that fight, so...
I mean, I don't want to say that My Hero doesn't have good animation, because
it's good.
It does.
It does.
Like,
it just
it definitely does.
Compared to About Evergarden, which this whole thing is animation.
It doesn't like blow you out of the water. It's just like it's like serviceably good.
Violet Evergarden doesn't even really have like. I mean, it has good animation, but it doesn't
more for the
like
visuals.
Yeah, the visuals are really what's nice.
But yeah, with the visuals, I want to say the place further in the universe is also visuals, because like the scenic locations and everything.
Yeah, I can't really speak on it though. I don't know.
Megalobox is the fights, and Devilman is just like it's unique animation all around.
Well,
and Bloom and You is probably just like them just lesing it up everywhere.
Well, I gotta say I like Devilman more than Megalobox a little bit.
Yeah,
but I think Megalobox will win this one for me. I
think
the animation. Well, the animation in Devilman was like Flash animation.
It was kind of memey. I ended up picking Devilman.
I love the way it looked. It was definitely silly and literally made in Flash at times.
Just bring up the run.
But Megalobox created such an atmosphere of older anime.
Yeah,
especially
it brought
up some of the classics. Like obviously, I just talked about it. It creates the atmosphere of
like Ranma.
It had 60 designs. It brought me like it was like
honestly, right. It brought back a lot of retro styles, and the way the characters were drawn in every shot, it felt like I was watching an anime from not 2018, but also from like 1998 or something.
Also, their gears would like be so unique for each person.
Something unique about I don't know how to explain it, but the drawing and maybe it was the outlines, and
they definitely use a very rough outline style.
Had a very uniquely retro, like late 90s, early 2000s style, and I think that's something that is like really interesting, and I don't think any other show has ever.
And it did animate well,
yeah.
Too. But
just on like a technical basis, if every big scene, every fight scene was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I personally think Megalobox, because Devilman does have those weird shots. It has some beautiful shots, yeah, but it also has some really
Devilman's
strange
fantastic, but definitely not because of the animation.
Yeah, it's everything else.
There's definitely some like little weak smears here and there.
I definitely picked Devilman myself just because I feel like there was a lot of cool. Like, when I think of Devilman, I think of, like, those sequences.
That's why I said a very unique... Right?
Yeah, definitely the thing about Devilman, though, is it has the most memorable imagery of any of these.
I agree on that.
The one thing I do want to say, though, if it had been the Violet Evergarden PV, the promotional video, I would say 100% yes. So, yeah, when Violet Evergarden... Just brief history, because I've ranted so much about it already.
Let's learn about it.
So, basically, Kyoto Animation does a thing where... They have like a contest people submit light novels to them and then they'll like publish it and then they'll make it into an anime. So someone sent them Violet Evergarden. They're like, yeah, we're going to do this one. So when they did that and when they announced the anime, they did an animation for it and they kind of like use little like vignettes of like each major arc in it. And it's one of the most gorgeous pieces of animation I've ever seen, and it's synced up with the music really well. I'm going to show you guys after because it makes me like cry every time I watch it.
But if you look,
it's fucking incredible.
If you look really hard, you can see PB at the end of Violet Evergarden on there.
Can you actually?
Yeah, look.
That's hilarious.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god,
you idiot.
Asshole. But yeah. So basically, the PV's incredible. The show is like, I mean, it looks nice, but yeah, the animation is not always spectacular. But it's anime. It's TV anime.
So, I think me and Murphy will probably say Megalobox, what we want to win.
I said Megalobox. I think it was so phenomenal.
And, like, I don't want to admit it, but I think people are just going to vote for My Hero because it's My Hero.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
I don't
That's
want
every category that My Hero shows up in.
I don't want it. But, like, I don't know. What do you think, Jim? Have you have a nomination you want to say, or do you?
I'm gonna go.
Disclaimer: it sounds like we hate My Hero. We really don't. It's just,
you don't.
It definitely gets more love than it deserves.
Yeah. It's like shonen cynicism, though. Yeah. Like anytime there's a
big
shonen,
I enjoy it. It's great. It's not as great as everyone thinks it is.
Like, okay, mark my words. Right now, I'm gonna say this. It's January 12th. I love Dr. Stone. When the anime comes out, I'm probably going to be really bitter about Dr. Stone for a lot of reasons. But I fucking love Dr. Stone.
We'll see what happens in the summer, I think, right?
Yeah, we got a great category coming up.
So, alright,
Sam,
so wait,
read it.
But we'll let Jim finish with his nomination and what he thinks it'll win.
I already said.
We say.
Devilman is my nomination for Best Animation. I think Megalobox is going to clinch it, though.
Really?
Cause,
clinch it.
It's going to, yeah.
Like boxing reference.
Is that a boxing
reference?
Yes.
Clenching it's a grabbing people.
Sure.
What's going on?
Yeah, okay.
Haven't you ever seen Rocky?
I have not.
Yeah, Rocky just takes 20...
Jim's never seen a single Rocky movie.
Alright.
We're showing Rocky 5.
Sam, read us best film.
Best film, okay. Let me... Because my list is like...
Start with Rocky 5, then work backwards.
So I've literally seen one of these movies.
And I'm pretty sure it's the one I saw with you, right?
Yes, it is.
There's a Mazinger Z movie? That's cool, I guess.
Yeah,
that
so we got
pretty cool.
Fireworks.
I'll vote for that because I want to see it.
Alright, so Sam, read the nominations.
We got Fireworks, Liz and the Bluebird, My Hero 2 Heroes, Mazinger Z. Mirai, Night is Short, Walk On Girl. That wins.
So yeah, for me, Sam and I famously saw The Night is Short, Walk On Girl. And I absolutely loved it.
Is that the guy that did Tommy Galaxy?
Yeah, and Devil May Cry Baby.
Didn't we do an episode about
and Devil May Cry?
We did.
Right, science too.
So, and Mirai, we saw plenty of ads for seeing all the...
I wish I'd seen Mirai.
I'm sure that's the best.
I heard it was really good. So Liz and the Bluebird, I don't know if you're aware, but do you know Hibike Euphonium? Hibike Euphonium is the KyoAni show about the lesbians that play instruments.
Okay.
Lesbians that play band. So I'm pretty sure Liz and the Bluebird is a spin-off of that.
Looks like it.
Everyone on Twitter, well, not everyone, but like the few anime people on Twitter I follow, are obsessed with it. They say it's like the most amazing movie ever. They constantly post GIFs, and it really is gorgeously animated. So I really want to see it, but I don't care about Hibike Euphonium at all. So I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah. My Hero, of course, it's just that shonen straight to DVD.
That's the one where they put eyes on All Might, so this has to lose.
Yeah.
Better lose.
They did. I forgot about that.
They made All Might have normal eyes.
Was that the one where we watched an episode and they were like, go to the movie theater and watch this movie? And I got really angry because they were just selling me an episode.
It was just a lead-in for the movie. Like, here's this guy, All Might knows daughter.
I feel like I've seen the movie from the end of that episode ad.
That made me very angry.
Interesting
they put normal eyes on All Might. He looks so weird. It ruins his entire, vibe.
Yeah.
So I vote for this to lose.
It's interesting they made a Mazinger Z movie. It's probably CG, though. It's probably CG.
I'm looking at the picture.
I like the poster. The poster's pretty cool, but...
Yeah, it's probably CG.
Alright.
But
Mirai looks like they're going for a Ghibli look on the girl.
It's Yuasa, I think, right? Didn't you also do that?
The Girl Left Through Time?
It definitely is... Oh, no, it's Mamoru Oshii. It's doing the kind of Girl Who Left Through Time thing. He's kind of playing with time a little bit.
Yeah, girl meets her older brother. That seemed to be the plot. He's a child,
I really want to watch that movie because I probably will like it a lot.
Yeah, we saw an ad for it. Every movie we saw had an ad for it when we saw Ghibli Fest. Yeah. So, yeah, but I think Night is Short, Walk On Girl should win because
I fucking love it.
It was good and it's about alcohol. Which
it was good and great.
And about alcohol. So that wins. What I think is gonna win, I think anyone could win, but I just don't want to be My Hero.
I hope it's not My Hero.
I'm going to say something that's probably really uneducated and just out of nowhere. I think Fireworks is like the Chinese Your Name.
Is that the one?
I think it might be. I might be wrong.
I remember I heard about that.
Because after Your Name came out, there was a bunch of movies that marketed themselves as from the studio or from the guy that made Your Name.
From the guy who worked on it that one time.
The Chinese love Your Name.
So this one, it says that it was done by Shaft though, and Shaft is definitely a Japanese studio.
From the producer of Your Name comes a beautifully animated teenage drama with a sci-fi twist.
Is that Fireworks?
Yeah, I'm reading the description.
I knew it. I knew it was fucking...
Because I remember, any Chinese one that had, on the poster, it'd be the quarter, from a guy who thought about Your Name.
Oh my god. When things don't go as planned, Norimichi discovers that a glowing multicolored ball found in the sea has the power to reset the clock and give them a second chance to be together.
Okay.
So no spoilers about Your Name,
But each reset adds new complications and takes them farther and farther away from the real world.
So this is Tatami Galaxy.
Yeah.
Fireworks. There's fireworks, and we're resetting time.
I know.
I hate anime.
You change the past and alter the present.
Who knows what might mess we have created.
Alright, we're gonna move on to best character design.
Oh, okay.
So this one actually for me is probably the most contentious because I want almost every single one to win.
Yeah, this is
so the options here are just the show, like overall character designs.
Yeah, the overall character design is the entire show,
not just a single character.
Yes.
So they actually nominated the character designer, which I think is pretty cool because at least in the West, people don't really know anime makers' names very well. So
it was interesting. The JoJo one actually has Araki's name on it too.
Oh, of course it does.
Still,
because he's Araki.
Well, some of them have like the designs from the anime, and they have like the anime designer and the author.
Yeah, the JoJo. The JoJo adaptations are so like 1-to-1 though.
Yeah.
I can see why I would give Araki. That's awesome. Okay, well, let me read through it first.
Araki goes on stage.
Let me read through it first. So Violet Evergarden is nominated. Devilman Crybaby.
Yes.
Zombieland Saga.
Yes.
Megaloblox.
Yes.
Agretzko.
Keep that canon.
Yeah, it's canon. And JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind Part 5.
All right, so we talked about Megalobox style before. We talked about Devilman, and
this is so hard. I love every one of these shows' designs.
I guess the main two we haven't really talked about. We talked about Zombieland's character design and JoJo's character design.
So I really like Zombieland's character designs a lot.
I love the zombie designs.
Not all of them.
I think they're too busy. I think the character designs are too busy. When I look at them, especially when they're all together, my eyes just kind of like glaze over because there's too many colors and characters.
I like their I think their zombie designs are really good. I love their zombie.
They do look good, but like think of like a show like I don't know. I think the color there's too many colors. I think that's personally what throws me off.
Well, I guess for character design, it is going more so about the girls. Everyone else is kind of like a.
But like it's hit or miss with the.
I bet they never miss.
Very funny and relevant.
Is that a Bakken joke?
Like, the main girl is boring.
I love her giant scar on her head.
Sakura?
But her zombie design I like a lot because she has this giant head scar on her.
The white hair girl and the black hair girl are the same person.
I like their designs, though.
And, like, all the other ones are good designs, though.
It's very, like, derivative of, like, a moe style. That's like, my biggest complaint. Except Lily. I think Lily really is, like, a striking design. Lily and Tai really stand out amongst the cast.
Yeah.
I think
Lily doesn't look like any other anime character I've seen before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And JoJo, what can you really say? Me and Jim
it's JoJo. They just
it's
look
JoJo.
exactly like they look.
I mean, the episode we watched
in the manga, though.
Yeah.
So can you say it's a good character design?
Well, they do credit Araki with it.
Yeah.
Wait, no, they don't.
Yeah, huh? On
the official website they don't.
This is the official website, just like the news article about it. Like,
wow, they need to get their shit together. On the actual voting page, it credits Takahiro
Kishida.
Yeah, Takahiro Kishida.
It says based on original designs. But
so can you really vote for that?
But I mean, if you know JoJo, you know Araki, who Araki is, though.
You should.
So basically, what can you say? The episode we watched today had a freaking like guy with like a plant hair and a giant neck, and then you also had like a guy.
Right, but he didn't design this character.
I know, but I'm talking about JoJo's character designs, though.
As JoJo in general.
And then you had this blonde guy with a giant like wooden comma on his neck. So.
Yeah, it's really hard. This is such a hard category for me because even like I'll go through like even Violet Evergarden, it's got a very much like a specific period of European history.
Like 1800s or...
It's sort of like turn of the century, like early 1900s.
Yeah.
But even like the one thing that a lot of people like have mentioned about Violet Evergarden is like even the background characters, they all look like they would belong in a main cast. Even like little commoners in the street, like all the character designs are given such a like care, which you don't really see in many things.
And then again, I bring the line from part 5 was even the mafia guys would wear normal people clothes and blend in without being drawing attention and like I guess if you show like a random person who never like really watches anime like the character design and ask for their opinion, they would probably find JoJo really like off and weird.
Definitely striking.
Devilman I think would put off like like a random person because like I don't know or some of the pictures at least.
I think the Devilman designs are a little bland.
Yeah.
From like, it's hard to say. I hate saying that because like Rio's not. Rio's very good. They give
Rio the he's clothes white and and Akira is kind of darker.
Even his hairstyle is very like recognizable. I don't know. I hate saying that because like I think Akira looks really good too.
Hasn't JoJo derived from like? I feel like it's not as close to the manga as the previous parts with some of the character things. Like I know Sam said, Purple Haze has some new
Just
like,
the cloak.
mannerisms.
It's just the cloak, really, for the most part.
So as for an adaptation, so far, Part 5 is the one they've added the most to.
Like when you saw the backstory of the gangsters, that's like a lot of the stuff they moved it or like
they shifted a lot of stuff around. They've added a bit to Fugo's backstory, I think. But
yeah.
They, as far as like just looking at the character designs though, those have been pretty consistent. Except Trish. There's one in Trish's introduction. She didn't have her initial clothing. She had her like standard
hairstyle.
Yeah, which is interesting.
But it kind of was the one like pompadour kind of looking for her.
So you really have to like put a gun up to my head to pick one. And we didn't even talk about Agretzko. Like Agretzko's got like all these really fun like very like chibi Sanrio characters.
This is a very varied selection, which is actually I like. It's like
This is like they knocked out of the park.
Characters. I love the
They did a good job with this guy.
I love the gorilla and eagle girl. They're like the funniest.
Yeah, I think it's like Goji and Gory.
They're like little Nendos.
I forget the bird's name.
They're like Nendos, kind of.
Basically.
So
very chibi.
So I guess what do you think? What do you want to win, and what do you think is gonna win?
Well, on the official website, I voted for JoJo, so I guess I can't take that back.
You can. You voted on the wrong thing before. Remember?
I did, but I didn't take it back.
You had your fingers crossed.
Fuck.
This is a tough one.
I am thinking...
Gun in my head,
Because we talked before about Megalobox design like in the last categories, and I think that one works because it just nailed the whole look they were going for, and like...
Right, that is really good.
Megalobox is a really good answer, I think. Not that there's any wrong answers.
Yeah, these are all right answers.
Except Bunny Girl is the wrong answer.
It's not on here, so lucky for us. I think these are all
really good. I think I'd vote Megalobox for best character design.
Yeah, I think so
for the
too.
Same reasons that I voted for best direction.
So what do you think's gonna win then while Jim's deciding?
What do you think's gonna win?
I'm thinking Zombieland. It's kind of if in the fan vote, I'm thinking Zombieland. Cause
maybe. I think Zombieland because I think people look at it and there's so many different... It's very... I know you say it's busy, but it's also very colorful.
Yeah.
And each character is just very different looking, which... I've never watched an Idol show, but...
Me neither.
From my brief exposure to Love Live through like memes and thumbnails, I'd say the characters aren't as colorful as Zombieland. Zombieland definitely has a lot more going. You can look at the girl on the top right and be like, oh, obviously this is like the delinquent biker chick.
Yeah.
And look at the courtesan girl. Oh, obviously this is like a
big sister,
classical courtesan big sister character.
You look at the two generic characers and you're just like, oh, I guess these are generic anime characters.
These are
right. But that's why I think Zombieland will win for best character design because it has a lot of like primary characters and they're all very, very different.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think Zombieland is going to win because if the fan vote goes for it.
But I vote Megalobox personally.
What do you think, Jim?
I'm so fucking torn. I literally can't choose between JoJo and Violet Evergarden.
So what do you think is going to win, though, then? I had two choices before in another category, so what do you think is going to win, then?
I'm going to go with... I think Megalobox has a really good chance. I think people really resonate with, like, Yuri in particular. Yeah. Yuri and Joe are such, like, recognizable characters. I think people will gravitate to those.
I told Jim, I think we were watching it, like, this, like, Yuri's design reminded me of, like, a Cyborg 009 character, like...
Yeah. Wasn't it the same guy?
May have been. I think maybe the manga, at least, maybe.
It might have been the same... Maybe. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about...
But he looked like the guy with, like, the gun hand. He always reminded me of him, but with actual, like, eyes.
Alright, so are
we on the two bottom ones now?
So yeah, what we're gonna do...
We're saving Anime of the Year for last.
Yes. So we're gonna jump to Best Fight Scene right now.
Can I do this one?
Presented by Capcom.
I was gonna say that, damn it. They're probably gonna show up a Devil May Cry trailer, because this is literally for Devil May Cry 5. You couldn't tell.
Yeah. The Anime Award says presented by Devil May Cry 5. Hilariously.
Yeah. So we got Jiren versus Goku. Hina versus Anzu from Hina Matsuri. All for One versus All Might.
Wait, what's Goku from?
One Piece. So, the last fight of Devil May Cry Baby, which is a huge freaking spoiler.
Right.
Is it really in
Don't even read the description because it's a
literally the picture on here is
and the picture. Oh my god, the thumbnail is a major spoiler.
Yami versus Lich from Black Clover, and Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki from Bort.
Sam, it's Licht, which means light in German.
So. None of us watch Black Clover. I don't care. Bort. I talk Naruto plenty of times on this podcast, but I don't read or watch Bort because it's a waste.
Is it really called? It's called Boruto Naruto Next Generation.
That's the movie.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
And I know I watched a bit of Jiren vs. Goku, which I don't think is good. I think the last part where it's like Goku, Frieza, and Android 17 versus Jiren is a lot better.
This one's fun, I guess.
It's literally them, it's three of them, people you never thought team up with just fighting this fucking bland loser.
I kind of hate Dragon Ball. Now. I kind of hate it.
I don't blame you. It's just Jiren is such a freaking lame-o.
He's a goober.
He is the little goober. He's the dumbest origin story out of all.
Just give me the cliff notes. Spoilers for Dragon Ball Super for the next minute.
My people died. There you go. I'm Survivor. I joined this team of Power Rangers to fight justice and blah, blah, blah.
That's pretty epic.
He's just a fucking bland loser compared to like how cool Cell, Frieza, Boo,
or like Bardock. Like Bardock's a fucking badass. He like his son is like Goku, and he fucking
Janemba's more interesting.
Bardock becomes a Super Saiyan.
There's so many villains that are fucking way more. Even the movie villains are more interesting than fucking Jiren.
I'm joking about Bardock.
I know you're boring. I know you.
I'm not boring. Bardock's boring.
And we just watched the Hina versus Anzu, which I'm surprised they went with that one, other than like the opening scene of Hina, where like the one girl's doing like the kung fu like on the street,
which I thought was terribly animated.
I thought it was well.
It looked like shitty.
You guys made me watch the scene, and I didn't think it was well animated or funny or anything. I just thought it was bland and dumb and bad.
So. And then,
you're bad.
And I'm not sure what you think about I think All for One versus All Might. Out of these,
All Might punches the bad guy.
It is a punch fest, but like you get All Might voice acting, which is like.
But it like we already got. I feel like when he fights the monster, the Evangelion monster from the first season,
Bird Brain,
Nomu. I feel like that All Might punch session was sufficient.
Awesome. Yeah.
It was awesome. It was better than this one.
So,
and I didn't need to just see All Might like punch session again.
But
I want to see something more creative.
I can't believe they put this big of a spoiler for Devil May Cry Baby in the thumbnail too. Like,
I get that they have a whole thing where they say like, okay, it's X versus X, Jiren versus Goku, but they could have just said like the finale of Devilman, because the whole last episode is really that conflict.
Yeah, did they have to spoil like this?
Even the thumbnail is like ridiculous.
The thumbnail, oh my god!
You see, like, it's so bad.
Honestly, I would probably like. I didn't realize that was even a choice. I forgot about that. I might go for that just because it was such an interest. It wasn't like a good fight though. It wasn't really a fight. It was more of just like a character conflict.
Yeah.
I voted for Hina Matsuri fight just because I thought it was like funny. Yeah. But the other ones I didn't really care about.
Sorry, I vote for Devilman on most of these, but
I'm thinking
the winner.
My Hero's winning that. I know for no.
My Hero's gonna win that because everyone wants to see All Might punch the bad guy.
All right. The next one is Best Continuing Series.
Basically, Best Continuing Show.
Presented by Verve, which I literally don't care.
Isn't Verve just like the streaming service for anime streaming service or some shit?
Verve is like a catch-all streaming service. They do anime, but they do a lot of other things too. They're trying to be like this multi kind of company
just appealing
thing.
To nobody.
Kind of.
So this is basically what's your favorite shonen, or it's a show that somehow got season 2 and it was actually consistent.
I literally don't watch any of these shows.
I'll read it.
But I will.
Why isn't My Hero on here? I'm surprised.
Yes, Sam Reed.
I'll vote. I already voted. The Ancient Magus Bride, Dragon Ball Super, Black Clover, March Comes In Like a Lion, One Piece, and Bort. So I don't hear anyone talk about the One Piece anime, and I heard people not like Dragon Ball Super. Black Clover is there, but I don't hear anyone talk about it too much. And what else? Okay, so I think I voted for either March Comes Like a Lion or Ancient Magus Bride because there's the only two I like. Not a shonen one that like I had grown like to hate. Like Bort, I will not touch at all.
That one probably.
So I haven't watched March Comes In Like a Lion, but I feel like I would. It feels like the show that I would really like. So I voted for that one just because I don't care about everything else.
Yeah,
I won't even vote because I have not seen or care about any of these.
I tried watching Ancient Magus Bride and I couldn't get into it, so I don't really care about it.
Yeah, I think I voted for March Comes In Like a Lion because I actually hear good things. Yeah. And, like I'm sure that's for someone. I whistled there.
Yeah, you did. I really do want to watch March Comes Like a Lion. I think it's finished now, so I should probably finish. Shaft does make a good anime. I tend to like Shaft anime. So.
Yeah. So what do you think is gonna win this category?
Bort. Or no one likes
it's
Bort. Fucking Black Clover.
I think Dragon Ball.
Black Clover's gonna win.
I'm thinking
is Black Clover popular? I have no idea.
People fucking love that. It's shonen. They eat that shit up.
Okay.
I think in Dragon Ball Super.
I think Dragon Ball will probably win.
Because even Dragon Ball Z fans had to watch it, even though they don't like it, but they'll vote for it anyway because they hate themselves.
Yeah. So when I saw Black Clover come out and like all the initial reaction, I was like, "Can we destroy this? Can like we as a race just like all like come together and grab the boulder that is Black Clover and push it down.
When it first came out, I saw so many people shitting on it because like him just screaming nonstop, and then people were like, "I love this. This is great." I'm like, why?
People are fucking. It's these anime. I'm gonna like shit on anime fans. Like they think that they need to watch like 10 episodes of a show to like it, but at that point you've just gotten so used to it that you think you like it. So you just like, oh, I love fucking.
If the show doesn't get better by 10 episodes in, it's not a good show.
Yeah, when people say like, oh yeah, the show gets really good at episode 50, it's like, fuck you, I hate you. But people say that about JRPGs, so like, at hour 50 it really starts to open up. Like, no, I can't do that.
No, your Stockholm Syndrome starts to set in.
I'm an adult, I don't have that much time.
Not many shows, like, even showing like Dragon Ball Z Kai, so you actually can watch the show at like a good pace.
Even that's like so
I know,
long,
even that's something long, but still at least he tried to like, shorten it for people so it's not intimidating.
I think like the only shonen that in recent years that I've plowed through is Hunter x Hunter, which is like a really long one. But like, I love that, and it's good, and it's worth your time.
One Punch Man as a shonen?
I guess technically
I burned through that
like
reading it.
Technically, I guess it falls under that. A shonen is such a hard thing to define because it's literally just a demographic.
When you think of shonen, you think of 100 episode or a million chapter.
It's kind of become tainted in like our view because it really is just the demographic that the mangas is aimed at.
So
same how like shoujo is just like manga that's directed to girls. It doesn't necessarily mean it's got to be a romance story. Like,
So I guess what anime of the year presented by Monster Energy.
Of the year.
Is it actually?
No, I wish.
Oh,
I just think I'm talking.
Presented by what?
I said Monster Energy.
So, do you want to read this one?
I'll read this one. Right. Okay, so we have A Place Further Than the Universe by Studio Madhouse. We have Devilman Crybaby by Studio Science Saru, which I didn't actually know that was a studio until we started reading this list. We've got Megaloblocks, which is Studio TMS Entertainment. -3XQ.
I remember I had to look that one up too, and they like did like nothing like noteworthy other than like the original.
Yeah, I hadn't heard them either, really. Then we've got Violet Evergarden by KyoAni.
Jim, why don't you tell us about how good Violet Evergarden is?
It's good. We've got Hina Matsuri by Studio Feel,
which I'm surprised that's actually in there because this is like one of our favorites. Like,
I'm shocked that Hina made this list. I don't know who fucking picks this shit, but they need to get their head screwed on right. And then we've got Zombieland Saga by Studio Mappa.
Well, they either have good categories or like stuff that crashes your head. So like, whoever like during certain these pick, the character design pick did a good job, and I think this for anime of the year was like.
I think the year's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm super surprised. Like, I loved Hina. I didn't think people would like give it the love.
Hina was definitely fun. I would never call it anime of the year.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it anime of the year, but it was a fun.
It might have not even been anime of the season.
This is basically like if Restaurant appeared. Like, this like only appeals to us, and like somehow got it on there.
Yeah.
So
Restaurant really.
We talked extension about a lot of these, especially about Evergarden, but.
So Violet Evergarden is a show about a girl and her Evergarden.
So how do you define for anime of the year for you? Do you just go by all around everything?
You like the best?
The best one.
The best one? I meant like do you have like a specific thing that makes it like anime of the year for you?
Well, it's gotta have fan service. It's gotta have a soundtrack.
Shut up.
No, I think it's really just what you like the best. Like, what is the best anime?
Yeah. Nothing that makes you like it more than other things, or...
Oh no, I lost it.
So, I guess... What do you wouldn't pick then?
I feel like I've really been favoring Devilman.
I thought you've been favoring Violet Evergarden, but that's just me.
I've been talking a lot about Violet, but I've been favoring it. Devilman is... this... And then you said Violet Evergarden. It makes me feel again. Violet Evergarden is a show that is very hit or miss.
Yeah.
It's got... like 2 like fantastic episodes that like every human should watch because they're really good and I like them a lot. But Devilman just tells the compelling story throughout. It does its job. It has really fun direction, animation. I love it. I love the characters. I don't see a show that's better.
I think the show had like memorable from like start to end with the characters being good. Which I love Hina, but it's comedy. It's comedy, and I won't call it anime of the year.
I think it's got very janky animation and a very janky visual aesthetic, which hurts it.
In Zombieland, if it didn't have the CG dance scenes, I probably would have like.
Zombieland was amazing, but it was not 100% consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
there's definitely like
there's a couple
like you said
episode about like the 90s, the 90s idol and like the 2000. Even had some funny parts.
Like you said, the CG is like a little too bit of a turn off.
Where like they had
and there's episodes like you said that just aren't great.
Yeah,
it didn't live up to its potential.
And like the thing is, they did CG. They had episodes where they drawn the dancing, and it looked beautiful.
It looked incredible. It looked so.
Like the other group dances before them, and it's like beautifully animated.
And then there's these janky CG model robots.
I know they're doing like robot dances too.
The Lily Chen episode, which is like one of the most
emotional episodes,
notable, well-directed episodes of like any anime this season, maybe this year or whatever. But then like it's followed by one that tries to do an emotional core and just isn't really as emotional, and then there's just
the Maki one was good.
Goes downhill from there.
The biker one was really. I like the biker episode.
It was good, but it wasn't
even
great follow up to that. It's just inconsistent.
Yeah,
it's great, but it's inconsistent. I think Devilman, from start to finish, there's like a progression in the story with like every scene, and it feels like it's almost more like a movie in that sense.
Yeah,
it's not like one-off episodes, but it flows like a movie in a great way, and
so technically
it's just phenomenal in anime of the year.
Like Devilman had my jaw dropped like so much, especially like the last half is like insane.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about Devilman is it's technically not. It's considered an ONA, so it's an original net animation.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is kind of weird. So it like the whole Netflix thing changes the way that anime sort of works. It doesn't feel like a weekly anime, like it feels like it feels like sort of Go Nagai's stories just flowing forward, which is it makes it such a better narrative, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Where I love Megaback, it was like that journey to see him get to Yuri was like the thing you would look forward to. But like I loved probably my favorite soundtrack out of these. But like Devilman, I still think
Devilman soundtrack.
Devilman soundtrack.
Devilman's really good, but I still love like the Megabox one is fucking. I love that one.
Definitely do Devilman soundtrack as the fade out to this video.
I was gonna do Violet Evergarden for the meme.
just do a middle ground. Just put the Zombieland like OP in there because you got scrubbed for like not for best.
I'm gonna just blast the OP
all at the same time.
Yeah, all at the same time with fighting with freaking you.
Fighting gold.
Fight freaking you, but it also got scrubbed for best ED. So I guess what do you want to win?
I just want to say I think that Megalobox is like the ultimate like light to solid 7 show. Like I don't think it's like ever bad. I don't think it's ever like spectacular. I think it's like just a good anime. It's like a hashtag
solid.
A hashtag good anime that I like.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. So I think Devilman should win. What do I think is gonna win? I think it's gonna be Devilman or Violet Evergarden.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Devilman. I'm picking Devilman, and it's got to be Devilman winning.
Yeah.
There's no way Devilman's not going to win this. When Devilman came out,
Devilman's great. Go watch it.
When Devilman came out on January 9th last year,
I know that's why it feels
everyone
so
was
weird.
Like anime of the year. When it came out, everyone was like, "This is anime of the year," and it was.
That's why I think Hina like, oh yeah, they came out like the early
It's honestly weird seeing it on here. It feels like it's not.
It was legit a year ago.
Like a lot of the things on this list are like putting on episodes right now, and this was like, oh my god, when was that? Like 2 years ago. But yeah.
Well, I remember, I think it was last year, like, anything could happen because remember Made in Abyss won the My Hero Awards last year when they were sweeping, like, every nomination, and then Made in Abyss just won Anime of the Year. Everyone's like, oh wow, it actually deserved won Anime of the Year. Holy shit. So, I'm thinking, me too. Fucking really good. So I think it can happen. That one I think is less.
Yeah, I mean, you also have to consider, like, how many people are voting on this? And how many different demographics are voting on it? Like, I feel like maybe certain fandoms are a little more hardcore and will want to vote on it, and other people just don't care. So.
I don't know. Again, I say my whole thing is just voting on the history of this freaking award show of My Hero.
Still fun,
just
though.
like,
but so with your whole like demographic idea, like in the finale or for Anime of the Year rather, not the finale, there's no like big fandom thing. There's no like shonen. There's no like long term. It's the only like I guess Devilman technically is a shonen.
Well, I think My Hero was nominated last year for Anime of the Year, and that's why everyone's like, oh, it's gonna win. But I think it had less.
It's definitely. Well, I guess this would probably be a seinen because it's so dull. But
I think like like the fan vote has a smaller like what it goes to the award, like voting for the thing than the judges. Like,
oh fuck, that's dumb.
I think the judge vote goes more so for anime.
Who are the judges?
I don't know.
There's a list of judges on the website.
Is there? Okay, we're checking right now.
A bunch of people you don't know.
Here's our
Raina Scully and others.
No, not even like just nobody.
Wait, won't let me look.
Good. All right, so
like Crunchyroll employees that aren't like public faces, I guess.
So I guess that's the last one, right? Though
Yeah, that was the last one. So we've talked about it. So I'm looking at the list of judges, and I don't know any of them. So literal
employees of Crunchyroll.
Who are these people? I have no idea.
Just pretend they're employees of Crunchyroll.
Are any of these like anime YouTubers? I don't even see any anime YouTubers.
The anime YouTubers are usually the presenters. Remember last year that Gaiga presented an award?
Yeah, they had Mother's Base.
Yeah, so I think they're just presenters, not the judges.
Welcome.
So, all right, that's it. Anything else you want to say?
Devilman's really good.
Yeah. I think Art, we would say go watch Devilman.
I hope there's some
and also watch Megalobox. It's also good.
I hope there's an awkward CG hologram performance by Zombieland Saga at the award show.
Zombieland Saga is also very good. Also watch it.
Yeah.
Also,
Violet
Evergarden is apparently great.
Go watch Violet Evergarden. I liked it a lot. It was
there's
cool.
Definitely. I think there's a lot of worthy contestants this year. I remember like last time. I feel like there was like one that was great, and then I hated everything else, and then obligatory My Hero.
Yeah,
I feel like this year there's a lot of good options.
Ramin and Jim
for
were just
like every category.
Main the best. Come on, and they're like, oh.
I'm surprised there's not more JoJo. JoJo only really showed up in like
it's still
one category.
I think because it's still ongoing.
Especially for best fight, it's gonna happen probably for this year that we're in right now. So we're just saying like the fights are the best are usually here.
So they should have done this poll like a couple weeks from now. So you're saying.
All right, any last words about the show?
I think we'll be doing a live presentation. Just kidding.
I wish.
I would absolutely love to live stream the Crunchyroll Awards, but we don't have nearly enough of an audience that cares. That's kind of I see a lot of people I follow on the internet do live, like they'll do for the Game Awards, they'll do live. That's kind of like the big goals. Like I would love to fucking live stream a fucking shitty event.
Same.
And just bust the piss out.
Watch one of those JoJo like
cosplay.
Those like Viz Media panels of like this awkward cosplay contest and just die.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god. So yeah, thank you for listening. If you actually listened to like a whole hour and a half.
Yes, thank you so much for listening. I don't believe that anyone made it this far.
Arigato. So please leave a like, comment, subscribe. What you think?
I want you it'd be too many comments for every single one, but put your anime of the year comment in there.
And your dark horse that you had, I wish was on there, but it's not. At least in like one category at least.
Yeah, and if there was an anime of the year that you liked the most that wasn't on there, put it on there. I want to see. I'm so curious.
Yes.
Because there's so many anime that came out every year, and I think a lot of people on Twitter were talking about how like the people that picked all these shows, they're definitely like the front runners. Like there were shows that kind of like snuck under everyone's radar. It was surprising to see Bloom Under You even get nominated for something, honestly.
I was surprised
Bloom Into You.
I was surprised Hina was nominated on
Hina too. Like, so, I don't know. There's a lot of great anime. And I want to see all of it.
Which I did a good job this year, surprisingly, for the most part.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, this has been a super long episode, so we're going to sign out.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening.
This has been, I guess, Joe Kakaka.
Yeah.
I guess.
Special edition.
Yeah, I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
I'm Murphy.
And good night.
Bye-bye.
And good luck.
Time heals the sorrows, get love and love,